We are coming back at you with David Devotionals. While David is out in the wilderness, there's an army of Philistines that come to fight the Israelites and Saul. When Saul saw the army of Philistines coming to fight, he became terrified. So he went to God and said, "Are we gonna win?" But God stayed silent. So he asked the prophets. What did God tell you? They didn't know. He thought whether to wait on the Lord or go a different route and decided, go find a medium for me. That way I can ask her. When God doesn't answer, what does that mean? Does it mean he's not listening? Does it mean he doesn't know what to say? If God stays quiet, sometimes it means he's choosing to do so. There is a reason for that. Sometimes it means wait. Sometimes he doesn't answer for reasons we will never know. But we need to trust that. We need to be satisfied and trust in his silence. But what does Saul do instead? He wasn't willing to accept the silence. He wasn't willing to wait. He wasn't willing to realize that maybe silence is the answer. This could have been God also testing him. Are you going to wait for my answer? Or are you just going to turn to every which way just to find the answer that you want? And instead, he chose to look elsewhere. He used a way to find the answer that God said not to use just to get an answer. Am I willing to sit and wait for the Lord to speak? And if he doesn't answer, am I willing to accept silence as the answer? Or am I going to turn to different avenues just to find the answer that I want? Do I read the Bible just to look for a magical verse to pop out at me? There's another story in the Bible where the Lord was silent because Israel had a sin that they had to figure out first. Maybe silence could be that there's something I have to repent for. Or maybe the Lord wants to teach me something first. Are we going to wait and trust his silence and wait for him to move, to answer, to lead us? We need to stop looking for signs everywhere and just start listening to the words of God and what he has to say or what he doesn't have to say.